Mercury cannot stop me, you guys. Mercury cannot stop me. Sorry, see my thing. Hi. So I clicked live on my other program and it said my live had expired, which it hadn't because it was 11 on the dot. So I don't know what's going on, but we're going to thank Mercury again. Hey, Lena. I was thinking of you, Lena, actually, because you were like, oh, we should start at 11:11. And I was like, oh, we should have planned it that way. And look, it's kind of close to happening. So 11:06 for me. Welcome, you guys. Thank you for joining in. This is the Manifestation Monday show. Oops. Never mind. This is bad. You can see my setup. Oh, well, you'll be all right. You will be just fine seeing that, maybe. So, how are you? My voice is cracking. I know, I've been kind of congested today. And my new laptop, I'm going to be working on getting a new webcam because, you know how I kept saying I looked like I was fuzzy or grainy. I still feel that and I see that. So, it's definitely... oops, sorry, I'm trying to fix something. And I'm not liking it. I don't feel like as bright and shiny as normal. So I'll be working on that. So welcome. This is Manifestation Monday. I am Jill Hoyruck, your host. I'm a master psychic and intuitive coach. I help you tap into your intuition and start really using and trusting that inner guidance that you have. So let me know when you're here. Hey, Brenda, thanks for joining in. Good to see you. So I had a bunch of notes on the other program. You know how I always pop things up on the screen. So I'm going to have to go over to read them now. I put a little blip about the 11:11 portal. This isn't really my forte. I love reading about all this stuff. I don't really teach it except for what I read about. So the things that I read lately, the gal's name is Meg Benedicte, and I follow her and I get her emails, and she talks about all this ascension stuff. And so I'm going to share a little bit of stuff that she has said because when I was reading it, that's kind of when it struck me, like we totally need to do an 11:11 portal activation with our intentions. So we're going to go ahead and just checking in. So we're going to do like we normally do. So get your intentions ready, things that you want to manifest. But we're also going to do kind of a separate, it's not going to be separate, it's going to be included in it, but a powerful soul 11:11 portal awakening, they're calling it. So based on what I read, and you'll see what I mean in a minute when I read these to you, because it just kind of blew my mind what was really going on right now with this energy of 11:11, which I'm going to be at in 2 minutes. So let's see, I'm going to scroll for the comments. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Yay! All right, so if you want to start taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. I always get super excited when I hop on the call, so I need to do this to ground and center in a little bit. How's my crackling voice? Is it better now, Lena? Now that, I guess I've been alone all morning, so I haven't really talked yet. So there's that. All right, so tuning in with all of you. Okay, great. So let's do a little, I want to go ahead and read you some of these little blips that I took from the emails of Meg Benedicte, and I had her I had her name typed up on the other screen, so I'll go ahead and change the description later if you want to come back to this live when we're done and look to see how her name is spelled in case you want to see her, follow her, or anything. Let's do a quick check-in with everybody. Oh, good. Hi, Linda. Oh, cracking for you. So, Linda, are you saying no, my voice is okay? Lena's still hearing cracking. Yeah, I don't think it's a good connection either. But you guys, listen, we have no jackhammer today, like last week. I actually contacted my landlord. I said, hello, what's with the racket? No, I was way nice. And I had to Google Translate to Spanish, but I guess they were finishing with whatever they were doing. So he said they wouldn't be loud today. Okay, back to 1111 portal, because it's 1111 right now. Let's do some breathing. So let's set our intention just in general here for this portal energy to come into our lives in our best and highest good interest, okay? Here we go. We're not actually bringing it in right now, but we're opening ourselves up right now so that it can come in without an issue. And just do a little check inside yourself, like, are you ready for this? I've been tuning into it all morning, and I am feeling a shift actually within myself already. A different kind of empowerment, and you'll see why when I read you what Meg Benedicte has to say about the 1111 portal energy. Gateway, she calls it a gateway. Okay, so this is from Meg Benedicte, okay? 1111 gateway portal opens to higher ascended realms. Souls awaken to their true essence. Connect to the future ascended you. Activating your divine soul's ascension life plan. Becoming master of your own destiny. Developing more soul embodiment and inner guidance. Okay, how does that feel to you? Like, don't you just feel it? I'm actually gonna refer back to that again as we pull it in, I think. So they're telling me now that could change. Okay. Yeah, sound quality. So sorry, you guys. I was testing it with and without headphones. I think that headphones is better. Glad you can still make me out, Linda. Okay, good. Mercury Retrograde, I know. So Linda, you and I were talking about the grainy, and I changed spots, and it's not. It's this, I think it's the webcam. So I'm gonna look for a new webcam. Okay. Cindy says, I'm blurry today and the sound is not that great. A lot of static and crackling. It's not my voice. Okay, good. And the 1111 portal, right? Mercury. Okay, good. Pamela says she always feels rather lightheaded when she connects. I know. So, yeah. So how did that 1111 portal description sound to you? So the things that really jumped out at me, and that's something I've been talking about in my newsletter for a couple years now, is all about like bringing about, I haven't been calling it this now before, but now I want to, like your divine purpose, your soul purpose. I talk about like finding your roar and that passion inside you and really stepping out. And largely that's because that's been my life journey for the last, well, forever, but like really specifically the last 10 years. It's how I ended up in Belize using intuition. Was I was heading off to live not only a simple life in the sun, but an authentic life. Instead of sitting behind the desk at Boeing, I'm sitting behind the camera talking to you about spiritual stuff and intuition and things that really kind of ignite my soul and my passion, right? So kind of feel into that for yourself. Is there something more that you want to be doing? Because I'm really getting the sense that this 1111 gateway portal energy is what can help kind of skyrocket us there, okay? So it's all about, to me, like waking up to your truth, waking up to your divine mission, your plan. I love this part, becoming master of your own destiny, developing more soul embodiment and inner guidance. So let's go back here before we start. Okay, I don't see any more comments sometime. Oops. I don't know what I just did. Okay. All right, so let's start tuning in. If you want to share below in the comments, you can, about what your intention is, what you're wanting to bring in for this week. and we're going to weave in this 1111 portal energy. Let's see. Do a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Perfect. I'm going to do a little commercial break before we even get started. I feel like I need it. Okay. Yeah. I feel like things are coming at me from all directions. So let's see if we can kind of parse it all out and make sense of it as it goes. So the first step that we do every week is we tune into what we actually want to manifest. And I'm just going to do a quick energetic check-in with everybody to see how congruent you are with that intention and that desire for your life, okay? So this comes from both your energetic body and your physical body. So what this means is that in your mind, as you're thinking about what you want in your life, you might have old messages from childhood or best friends or life partners or people like kind of niggling at you, you should be doing this. And maybe it's not something you actually truly really even want. It's just something that you've always thought you wanted because your whole life you were told that. So we get into really making sure that you're congruent within yourself. And we've only had one time with someone who wasn't congruent, and we just did a little energy tweak for it because of the way they were looking at it. So that can happen too. So if you share your intention below, we might have the chance, if it happens, it doesn't always, but we'll have the chance to do an energetic tweak on what's happening with it. Okay, Linda is working on clarity for what's next for me and clarity around the fears that come up with that clarity. I love it. I feel like this is going to be really good energy for you today, because I feel like for you, Linda, you're like right there you're on the brink of it. You've been on the brink for a while. So anyway, sorry, this isn't necessarily a reading call, but I do get the vibes every once in a while. Okay, everybody's feeling good. Just know you're showing up after the fact. This energy is still good for you. This process is still good for you. And just do a hashtag replay and ask any questions. Follow along with what you're picking up energetically. We haven't pulled in the 1111 portal energy yet, but I'm getting excited too. Okay. So let's see, and just so you guys on the replay also know that when I do an energetic check-in, I know that right now I may not know that you're technically really on this, watching this, but energetically I do. So I'm just tuning in across the board in our little energy container that we've set up for this live. So just know it does apply to you in the moment that you're watching this, even if it's 5 years from now. Okay. All right. Everybody's feeling good about their congruent with their intention. Perfect. So next step then is let's pull in this 1111 energy. Are you ready? Does everybody have their seatbelt on? Seriously. Seriously, I can't wait to play with this. Okay. Pamela's intention to finally meet my twin flame face to face. Wow, okay, hold on, you wrote a lot. Oh, okay. Physical health and eternal health through food intake and exercise. Scroll my intuition, my psychic abilities, and be able to channel them and use them to guide other people through tarot. Cool. Financial abundance, not necessarily well, but to live comfortably without the stress of paycheck to paycheck. Perfect. Okay. Linda's got old messages coming through big time. Very old beliefs around religions, dogma, and learned and inherited. Yes. You know what's funny? Not funny now that you're giving me that comment. When I was talking about that, about why we make sure it's congruent, and I was talking about the old shoulds, and this is for you, totally, Linda, because what was coming to me was all of the work that I had to do before I actually made the move to Belize. I had to do, it spent like 2 or 3 months with a coach, And we did healing and coaching on like all these old beliefs I had that like I had to work a job for 40 years. That's my dad's belief, not my belief. I had to, you know, make good money, and it doesn't matter if I'm miserable at the job. I need a retirement and medical and a 401k and all this stuff. Well, you don't get that working for yourself necessarily, right? Or doing, for me right now at this point in my business, I don't have any of that. So that was a huge belief that I had to let go of. So I totally resonate with you, and I have the belief buster for you to work with if you want. Linda, okay. Susan's intention is to put battered career syndrome behind me and go forward with confidence. Oh my goodness, battered career syndrome. I like that. That sounds very traumatic. I hear and see the word trauma when I read that. That is going to be a big one for you. Yeah. Lena's still working on bringing down the 3 big bills to a more affordable payment. Perfect. Hi, Scotty. Welcome. Okay, so wow, I'm like Linda and Susan. You just got me like those are big. Those are huge. Okay, so as we tune into our intention, let's pull in this 1111 portal energy. Okay, so there was one picture Meg had. Let's read it again really quick before we start, okay? This is Meg Benedicte, okay? This isn't my stuff. This is Meg Benedicte right now, reading for Meg. Some points of the 1111 gateway portal, okay? Opens us up to higher ascended realms. Our souls awaken to their true essence. That was me. Okay, back to Meg. Connect to the future ascended you. Ugh, I just love all these. It activates your divine soul's ascension life plan. And you become the master of your own destiny, developing more soul embodiment and inner guidance. Delicious. Okay, so by the way, we have the 1111 every year, right? This time of year, right now, 1111. So she probably has described it different in past years. I mean, I can't tell you what she's done, but I just love it. So these are the basic tenets of the 1111, okay? So with that in mind, oh, and what I was going to say earlier, and then I zipped off to read it. In one of her newsletters, she had a picture of a big, huge door and a little person, you know, walking through the door. So if you want to imagine that as your portal, if you want to imagine something else, everything that you imagine is perfectly great and fine and right and true for you. And no matter how you see it or feel it, it's perfect. So drop us some comments so we can all see the way everybody's seeing and feeling it. I'm just here to kind of facilitate and guide you through the process. So let's do it. Is everybody ready? Is everybody ready? I don't see any non-comments. Okay, good, Linda. I'll send you the belief buster. Okay. So let's breathe and tune into the 1111 portal energy and bring it in now. As you hear knocking, are you guys hearing the knocking? I hope you're not hearing it. They said they were going to do that. Okay. Nice. I really like that big door picture that I saw, so I'm going to put myself in that and see what happens with it. I feel the energy coming in subtly right now. Just a nice little gentle flow like that. Let me know what you guys are feeling. Okay, so I'm at that door and I'm opening it, and I'm actually feeling like a gust of wind energy, so to speak, right? Wind, not actual wind, but a powerful force of energy not knocking me down, but I feel like it is enveloping me, and I can take on as much or as little as I want. What are you guys feeling? Let's see. A couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. So for me, I'm just getting the sense of like complete and utter expansion. Like stepping outside that big door, and it's anywhere you could look, anything you could do, the possibilities are endless. Yeah. So for me, I have to admit I'm a little, well, we're not done yet, obviously, but I felt like it was going to be a big, huge rush all at once, and it's not. It's very subtle still for me. But what I'm feeling is that it's really getting to the core of me. I feel like it is literally reaching my soul, if that makes sense. Let me know if you feel that too. And they're telling me, they're laughing, and my guides are laughing at me. Well, that's what we told you was going to happen, was like the soul awakening. All right. Smart Alex. Okay, so there we go. So if you're feeling a soul awakening deep down inside you, I'm feeling it more my second chakra. It's kind of see, they're saying it's not. So second chakra only. And you may feel it somewhere different. I guess I kind of always do feel like my soul is down in my gut. Do you guys feel that too? I guess it could be anywhere. I mean, it's all throughout us, but okay. Lena's feeling head to toe, gentle flowing energy. Palms of her hands are feeling a burning or strong energy entering. Yes. And if you're not already a healer, Lena, I'm just getting that total vibe that you are a healer. Pamela's going through the door and entering the universe, which has surrounded me and bringing me in. Doesn't that just feel so like tender and cuddly, snuggly? I don't know. That's what just came to me, that feeling. So that is what's coming through, is this deep, deep feeling of support, of universal support and universal love and universal care and kindness. And then there's like another, that's for inside, deep inside of us. And then as we, like 2 layers outside of us is this opportunities, the possibilities. It's, what do you want? What do you want to create for your life? Look. And it literally, it's like, look, you can do anything. So that's kind of your little cheerlead for today, I feel like, is this real sense of, like, what do you want? Like, wake up and do it. Like, now's the time. I still get that sense of urgency, or maybe getting that sense of urgency. It's been coming on for a couple of years. This whole, now's the time to live your passion and live your dreams and be who you are. Okay, Linda had a huge curtain. Hold it back. Large meadow scene with huge rainbow enveloping me with every color of the universe. With those colors comes the energies of knowledge. Oh, I love that. And I can feel it too. When you guys are describing it, I'm right there feeling it and seeing it with you. Pamela's feeling opened up and connected. Cindy's feeling it too subtle, very powerful, especially in the heart chakra envelope for Cindy. Okay, cool. Yay, sounds like we're all getting it good. Okay, I'm gonna just see what's next. We haven't even really gotten to the zap it up yet, you guys. Like, what are we doing? Perfect. Okay. So we're gonna let that settle in and expand, I think, as we go. So let's go ahead and start the zap it up. So in the zap it up process, it's a 3-stage process. We're going to take your intention, and we're literally going to zap it up, which first step is ignite. We're going to ignite it. Then we're going to expand it. So ignite is like the turn on. It's the lighting up. It's the igniting it, getting it going. The expand is literally like if you pictured a sphere and it starts expanding all at once at the same time, which I can't do with my little hands. So it's expanding all at once from all directions, okay? And then magnify is the third and final step, which is basically taking that ignite and expanded mode and just magnifying it. And we've actually seen our intentions blow up in the universe. So it's kind of that just making it really extra big and powerful. Okay, so let's check comments really quick. Okay, good. Scott saying he feels like he can believe and move forward. Awesome. Okay. So, all right, we're ready to go, they say. So, igniting. So again, I'm just doing a quick little energetic check-in on all of you guys, and we're literally, like, I keep seeing it, lighting a match underneath your intention, and it takes off like a rocket into the universe. So let's get it going. Wow, I just kind of felt myself like this. Is anybody feeling some more energetic shifting since we've been sitting in the 1111 portal energy for a couple minutes? Yeah. Okay. Good thing I'm already sitting down. Nice. I feel like it's expanding. It's coming up really from my lower torso and heading up, 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 which it seems like the energy's been doing that a lot lately when I'm doing this. The way it's expanding within the body. Okay. Everybody's nice and ignited. Good. Is anybody feeling like an actual, like you actually believe within yourself now that you can do what you want to do? I'm getting a really strong sense of that. It's not just an energy, but it's not my mind believing it. It's a soul level belief and an energetic belief slowly working its way to the physical body. Does anybody think that sounds something they're feeling as well? Hi, Alejandro. Just getting going. Jump on in with your intention. And we've been pulling in the 1111 energy. So, yeah, for me, it's this overwhelm. I'm trying to move on to the next step, and it's like, no, like sit with it. I am feeling this huge, like it's building up inside me, which is really cool because I've kind of needed this, I don't want to call it a recommitment, but like figuring out my why again. Like, why am I doing this anyway? So there's this feeling of, like, I don't want to say born again because it has nothing to do with religion, but I feel like there's like a reminder. It's a reminder. My guys are laughing again. They keep saying soul awakening, soul awakening. So that is, if I could imagine what that feels like, they're telling me this is what it feels like, what I'm feeling right now. Is anybody else feeling that similar thing? Okay, I'm getting a bunch of yeses. Cool. Because they actually made me stop and not go to the second step of expanding, because I guess I'm supposed to sit in this for a little bit longer. So let's sit in it for a little bit longer. Oh, and they're bringing in more of the 1111. Okay. More 1111 portal energy, please. Yay. Okay. So I'm also feeling a real strong sense of maybe where I wasn't like congruent within myself necessarily, or maybe not connected to my soul. I'm not sure what the exact words would be to use, but there's this feeling of the pieces being dropped into place. As I go through this process, I'm feeling like maybe my path was zigzaggy and now I feel like it's more like now I'm back on the path and I know what the path is. There's a sense of congruence, of the pieces falling into place, of this gentle reminder of who I am and what I'm supposed to be doing, what my soul purpose is. My guides are laughing at me again. Soul awakening. They keep saying soul awakening, soul awakening, soul awakening. Okay. Got it. My guides are fun. Okay. Pamela feels she's entered through the portal. I unload through my crown chakra my intentions through the portal for the universal spirit. I download information, energy, the peace and calm that the universe has to take me to church. I can physically see this occurring. So cool. Yes, Linda, are you getting a jigsaw puzzle too? Scott's feeling it all over. Good. Okay, good. I'm not going crazy. Okay. That's why I love the confirmation. I love it when you guys tell me what you're getting. Okay. All right, now we're ready to move on, and they're still in the background laughing, going, soul awakening. So I guess I'll be saying that quite a few more times. Okay, let's get ready to expand. Oh, first we're bringing in more of the 1111. So they're layering it, okay? We can't just be bombarded with this 1111. They've got to layer it for us, okay? There's an actual, they're taking us through an actual soul awakening process. Literally. I'm writing it down. I guess it's going to be something I do next. Okay. So there's the soul awakening process. They're showing me layers. So, okay, let's see if we can define all this. So first step was realigning us. Gotta take notes, you guys. Realigning with our soul purpose, which included getting congruent. Where's my shorthand from 7th grade? Getting congruent and the puzzle pieces falling into place. Thanks for working with me, you guys, on this while I write this down. And that was it. Okay, so now this next layer is, there's no reason why we can't do this all the time and only on 1111. That's why I'm writing it down, because this is now a new activation process. You guys are seeing the earth right now is the soul awakening. Okay, so this next layer is, let's see. Oh. So there could be another weekly live of soul awakening, just so you know. That's what they're telling me. Okay. And they're laughing at me still again. All right, I'm going to take a moment and look at comments. Oh, I don't see any new comments. Okay. So the second layer, let's tune in. Okay. So I know we already dealt with congruence a little bit in the first one, but now what I'm seeing is like a deeper level of congruence. Literally, how I saw it was everything coming into a straight, like think of your spine, so really a straight line that is your soul. And so the pieces have all fallen in, and now they are kind of making it congruent, but like packing it where it's all supposed to be. Strength is coming through, and a grounding is coming through. So this is for our soul awakening process here. Okay, so that's a little bit separate. So we're bringing in this 1111 portal energy now. Couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, please. It's all realigned. And it also helps us go deeper. Are you feeling that now? So to me, it feels like a dropping down in and packing it and having it be almost like a foundational point to be standing on. And they are compacting it. It just feels to me like a very laser sharp focused energy to tie up all the loose ends, put everything in its place. This is all happening energetically behind the scenes. It's not something physical. However, it helps with the physical because it transfers from the soul awakening into the physical body awakening and the mind awakening. So if you're going, so you might be noticing more ideas coming through, sudden clarity on what is going on with you in your life. And you may not want any of this over here from the past, and you might want all of this new little niggles of things for your present and your future. Okay, that's just channeled in. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, so we pulled in the 1111, and now we're going to expand. Now we're back to our intention. We're kind of doing two things in tandem here. You guys are actually part of this new channeled birthing of soul awakening, a new activation. Okay, so this is actually pretty cool. So we're back to expanding our intention now that we've pulled in that second layer. I can see why they're doing it the way they're doing it now. The second layer of 1111. So are you still with me? Give me some laugh emojis if you are still with me. Okay. Very nice. I don't know if anybody's commenting, but I haven't seen any for quite a few minutes. So if you aren't, can you drop a comment so I know I'm still here? Let me comment. I'm not even seeing. Oh, here we go. Well, I see my own comment. Okay. Okay. Expanding into it, or the intention, excuse me. This is interesting because I'm seeing our intentions kind of floating along. Oh, good. Thank you. Now I'm seeing some heart emojis coming through. I think I got stuck. Well, I don't know that the video did, but my Facebook glitchy comments are not coming through. So, okay. So I'm feeling this expansion a little different than I've ever felt it before, and it's like this 1111 portal energy is. It has a holding it, and it. Thank you. Now I'm seeing all the emojis. I'm gonna die for the fact. It's holding our intention, and it's like it's rocking it like a baby through the ethers of the atmosphere and the universe. Really interesting. To me, it's showing that support, right? It's showing. To me, it's a confirmation of this energetic support and the activation support that's behind this 1111. But I'm really feeling the 1111 way more gentler than I thought it would be. So it's always fun to play with it, right? We'll do it next year, and who knows what it will feel like next year. But yeah, it's like it's carrying it. It's carrying it through this expansion process. Is anybody else feeling that? Like I'm literally feeling this rocking, swaddling and rocking. Gotta write it down. So interesting. Okay. and gentle, and it just makes me want to like curl up in it. Is anybody feeling that way? Okay, good. I got comments again. Maybe hold on. Lena's still tingling. Yay, Pamela's here. I did get stuck. Okay. I'm going in and out. Sorry, my internet is not the best. Third world living. Okay. Okay, second world living. All right. So nice. Okay. And again, I just want to bask in it. Like, I feel like I'm cradled. Does anybody else feel like they're being cradled? It just feels so loving and kind and gentle and supportive, and this rocking back and forth, this swaddling. I don't know. Feels so good. Okay. I'm going to distract you with a water break so we can feel the energy a little longer. Okay. So I'm still getting also a big sense of the congruency coming in, really anchoring us. And they're saying igniting the soul. It's part of the soul awakening. They're like nudging me, like I can't stop saying soul awakening. Okay. Let's move on to the third and final step, which is magnify. So we're bringing in more 1111 energy. Can't wait to see what it feels like. A couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice. So I'm sensing it coming up my body and out the crown, which makes sense. Well, these lower chakras, we're grounding it, getting it congruent. And now, as it moves up, we're releasing it, we're expanding it and releasing it. I'm talking about our soul awakening, not necessarily our manifestation of the intention, okay? I'm talking about this 1111 portal energy it's like freeing us as it comes up and out, okay? Coming up your body and out your crown chakra. If you feel it that way, if you're not feeling that way, let us know how you're feeling it. This is what I'm feeling. So any variation of this is just perfect for you. So for this exact moment, what I'm feeling is that this is letting us release Linda, for example, and Susan, maybe you too, like some of this old stuff. I feel like this is really a time to like get down to brass tacks, get it really congruent, get really clear, start taking that action towards whatever it is that you're wanting in your life. And sorry, the pounding was distracting me for a minute. I'm going to have to just assume that that's like a gavel coming down, like, yes. So to me, this is like a release of sorts, and we're releasing two things, which seems odd, but that's what they're saying is we're releasing the old, and we're releasing this actual activation. So within ourselves. And what feels to me and what they're saying is that it's going to go out into the universe and start attracting like attracts like, right? So with these things that we're wanting to connect in our soul awakening, our passions, our roar, our purpose in life, our spiritual path, our spiritual purpose, our soul purpose. I feel like all these things are interchangeable, the definitions. So we are actually, it's weird, on one release, it's all the old stuff, and the other release, it's the activation and the intention behind what's in our soul, so that then we can draw that to us. How does that feel to everybody? Going back to the comments, if I can. Scott says it's smoothing. Lena wanted to get up and dance. Lindy also felt that. The energy is still working its way through my body at my root chakra now. I feel like I'm being put back together. Yeah, so that kind of fits with what I just said. Yep. Hi, Mona. Hi, Kelly. Susan said I felt weighted down before and now so much lighter. Yes. Well, I only planned for about half an hour for these, but I mean, we're almost at an hour now, and we're getting our banking. But gosh, so Linda, you just kind of sparked me because you were still on the root chakra. So I feel like, shoot, I hope I'm not trying. Hope you don't get the feeling we're rushing through it. Take your time and sit with this energy afterwards. But and we'll have to do one more if we can just sit here and play for a while longer. But I really don't want the banging to be disruptive like it was last week. Okay. All right. So that was a gentle bit of congruence with the release. So if you're not at that stage yet, like Linda, if you're not there yet, like sit with your root and let it do its thing. And we can end this, and you can still sit and let it do its thing. Anybody who needs to. And of course, we're going to still be integrating this, I get, over the next 5 days. So this is a really powerful awakening, soul awakening. Did I catch it beforehand? They're over here talking to me. So this has been a powerful soul awakening, and this is me muscle testing. I just did a double check to make sure that we did the expansion or the magnification piece of the Zap It Up process, and we did. So we did it with that, but I was busy talking about the 2 different pieces of the soul coming out, releasing. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Okay, good. So, well, we're not done yet. It's still, we're still getting some 1111 energy. So let's just sit here with it for a few minutes. Bring that in and remember to breathe. If you're just hopping on, you'll definitely want to start from the beginning. Definitely. So next time I should have just gone live from the phone. I think my phone is better, so we'll have to catch it. We have one of these Mercury issues next week. Knock on wood. I love it. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Pamela's saying it's such a gentle, soft energy that I'm so relaxed. I think they're falling asleep. I know. That's how I really, truly felt like I just wanted to curl up. Mona has pain in her heart. Susan says she feels the same as Pamela, almost as if she's floating. Scotty, like full awakening. I know. Kelly, sorry about the connection. My crappy connection. Yes, Linda, full moon tomorrow. I would almost pulled in the full moon energy, but I thought, no, let's just work with the one. I really wanted to feel what this 1111 was like without the full moon. Alejandra's still awakening. Yes. Yes. Okay. Feels good. I feel complete. How are you guys feeling? Yeah. This, I will say, is one of the top manifestation Mondays for me. This and the Orionide meteor shower and the first Master Day 22 are the most memorable for me. But we've done so many, I probably forgot a couple, but yeah. Wow. So what I'm hearing now, here's a little homework, a little energetic homework for you guys, because my guides love to give energetic homework. A little energetic prescription, if you will. So they're saying to stay in this energy if you can, is sit with it for a little bit and just let what comes to you come to you, and notice what's coming to you in the form of ideas, clarity, or perhaps repulsion, like being repulsed by people, places, things, jobs, anything in your life. And this is great timing because tomorrow, full moon, will be a great time to continue with the release. And they're also saying that soul awakening, because I've only had to say it 40 times this call, that's your trigger word, that's your mantra to get yourself back into this energy and back into this state of utter and complete congruence with your soul. It's really what they're calling it. So whether you are mentally or physically aware of it, it has just happened. And you don't have to be physically or mentally aware, but you are aware energetically. If you are feeling all that stuff happening, then you are aware. You know it's happening. It's physical. If you're not feeling it happen, trust those of us that have been here that have felt it, and know that it is real on an energetic level. You're still feeling it, even though you physically may not be feeling it, okay? So let's see what else is part of the homework. So a lot of you may not like this piece, and you're not going to want to do it, which is fine, but they're saying to do some brainstorming. What could my life look like if I was, and you don't have to know what the answer is. What would my life look like if I was, they're literally saying, living through my soul? What would my life look like if I were living through my soul? Purpose, I add at the end. That's just me. So you don't have to know what your soul purpose is, but what would it look like? What could your life feel like? So start tapping in, use this energy to tap into those feelings of what's possible. Because remember, we opened that door in the beginning and there were all those possibilities. So it's pretty darn huge. Literally infinite possibilities I'm hearing. So that can literally be anything that you want it to be, okay? Yeah. So I still have something else to say. I'm not waiting for it as we hear the knocking. The knocking is for confirmation. I'm not getting comments again, or haven't seen any latest comments, just so you know. Okay. They're literally, I'm hearing, and I go, I'm not going to say that. And they're like, say it. Go forth and conquer. That is really what they're saying to say to you. So go forth and conquer. Go rock your roar, you guys. This is me now. Like, I just feel so inspired that we have this energy to work with. I feel a whole brand new opening of possibilities and life force and energetic force and soul purpose and passion and vigor and excitement. Are you guys feeling it too? Dottie says yes. Alejandra's got some hearts. Yeah, it just feels so good. I want to just stay with you guys all afternoon. Can we all just curl up together and just be together? I just love that. I don't know. I know I'm goofing out right now, but this energy, it just is so congruent. So you guys have been here for the channeling of a new process activation called Soul Awakening. How does that feel to be part of something that just came through? So that is how things are channeled, right? Randomly, out of the blue, during a live. So I'm going to tune in a little bit more and we'll see what we can do with this Soul Awakening, because I do sense another show coming on. I like that process. That was really cool. So thank you for joining. Make sure you do your energetic homework and just enjoy, and you don't have to know what and why. They're stressing that. You don't have to know the answers, but you're just being open right now to the possibilities. You're just being open to the feeling, to that congruency within you. And so again, integrating for 5 days. Please keep hydrated to the best of your ability. And the other thing coming through is just to notice. Notice if you see things differently. Notice if you have ideas. Notice what's coming to you. Notice if randomly you want to open a crystal shop. Like, I don't know what it's going to be, you guys, but just don't blow it off so easily. Don't poo-poo it. Just be open. Be open and be willing to see. Be willing to notice. It's really all you have to do. Thank you so much for joining. Let's see if we have any last comments. Yay, Cindy's feeling it too. Kelly's maybe feeling tingly. You're welcome, you guys. So happy you joined. This was amazing. Okay, another successful Manifestation Monday in the books. I love it. I love it. Thank you. I'm seeing all the hearts and emojis now from way long ago, by the way. Mercury, I'd like to thank Mercury for joining us today. All right, guys, take good care, and I can't wait for the reports on what happens for you over the next few weeks. Okay, bye.